Hello, my name is Emma and I'm a third year undergraduate student majoring in psychology at Massey University. In this video, I ask some of our students and lecturers about their expectations, advice, course planning, and degree requirements.
My name is Matt. I'm a first year student and I'm majoring in classics.
My name is Grace. I'm a lecturer in Chinese studies.
And I'm Warwick. I'm one of the sociologists on campus.
Hi, my name's Lucy and I'm majoring in psychology, BA, and I'm just entering my final year.
I would say make the most use that you can out of the online resources at Massey. I've used the pre-reading service for my essays, which has been really good. Having tutorials on how to look up stuff at the library, using their, when they teach you how to use EndNote for Mac, that kind of thing has been really, really helpful.
My advice would be quite simple. Just have fun and enjoy your time at uni, and also seek help whenever you can.
I suggest that you find out how your lecturers learn, not what they know. What they know is going to pass, and the missing bit is how they learn.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I know students,
So
that's the
deep.
trouble, we test you on what you know.
I was like
which
a
will
philosophy.
find out how your lecturers learn.
If you want to find out more, you have to sign up for sociology.
Sociology,
Yes.
I think the one piece of advice would be to be committed to what you're undertaking, commit to your studies. And so go to lectures, go to tutorials if you can, attend them by distance. And the other thing is to really keep in mind the purpose why you're there, why you're undertaking this university study, so that you've always got that purpose as a motivation.
Yes, I do. Actually, in my first couple of weeks of studying, so I started last semester, and coming back to uni after being away from any type of education for a long time, I was nervous about getting into it and getting into the essays and everything. And so I emailed my lecturer and said, can we have a catch up? And Anastasia, my classics lecturer, put aside an hour to sit with me, and we just answered a few questions while I just chatted. It was really good. And yeah, got a lot of information. It was really helpful. So easy.
Yeah, absolutely. I have done that in the past, and administration questions, I have often been to the main building at Massey, but anything to do with coursework, I always feel comfortable asking lecturers or tutors.
I think I have got quite a lot of students coming to me talk about those issues. I think probably it's because we are probably the only person they think comfortable to talk to, and also they want to learn from our experience, how we get to our current position, and also some other students that we encountered in the past that might have similar experience and issues that they're concerned about. So yeah, I'm really happy that students come to me and talk about those issues, and in different forms. Some is come to me in person, some is just email me or leave a message on the stream site.
I often talk with students about what they might do with a degree in sociology, because nobody knows what a sociologist is and nobody hires sociologists. So instead people get hired for their skills that come from being a sociologist. And indeed, in our postgraduate work, a lot of it is orientated towards a person being able to locate themselves in a field they want to work and become known in that field, become known as someone who knows about that field and is becoming an expert in that field.
When I was first looking at signing up for the degree, I went to the Learning Centre, maybe, and had a chat to someone who went through kind of the prospectus and what things look like. But I've actually found the online systems really good, and that's been more of it. I kind of just started thinking I was do some classics papers, and then you realise that you can do a bunch of electives. And it's really been, oh my God, there's a lot of stuff out there to choose from and trying to work out, what's going to be, basically what's interesting, because I'm doing it purely out of my own interest. On the Massey website, there's the degree information, and it says, these are the core papers that you need to take, and kind of lists all the options that are available for, level 1, level 2, level 3. So looking across those as well and saying, okay, I really like the look of that third year paper, so what shall I do to kind of make sure that I can get into it?
I think the first thing is time management. You go the second and I come back and say maybe.
I think a key skill is to read. We don't read now. And being a student involves a lot of reading, and reading is hard work. And then after that, the second skill is to talk. Talk about what you're reading. And then writing is the third skill, which is probably the hardest of them. And so find ways to enjoy writing.
Yeah, I think for my courses will be time management and reflection. So take a moment, you're not just learning a language, you're learning language and culture and all sorts of things relevant to those concepts. Yeah, I really encourage students to reflect on and even to train themselves to do that every day, any time that they probably encounter something different to their own familiar, knowledge or experience.
You would have come with expectations.
Yep.
What shifted in those expectations?
I've found it really nice, the level of online information that is available and resources and the availability to talk to staff and the different parts of the campus have been really, really good. I've been surprised how much it's been enjoyable to do the extra readings, do the extra work, and be involved in those discussions rather than just kind of I suppose I thought you have your lecture just have some kind of spill out to you and then that's it. And there's quite a bit more than that. I like the mix. I like having the opportunity to come in and go to lectures and go to tutorials and having like a designated space to be in university zone, because I've got a lot of other things happening in my life, and so it's good to kind of have that delineation. But then for the doing distance is just amazing for me able to fit stuff in anywhere in your life. Coming into the university though, I think it's makes sure that you're being present and focusing on what's happening and kind of getting the most out of the courses. For the first course I signed up, I purely wanted to do internal because not being to uni for a while, I wanted to make sure that I was giving it my all and focusing on it and going in and doing the stuff. And then when I signed up with COVID, found out that the lectures were actually going to be over Zoom and we'll be signing in, but then tutorials will be in person. And that actually still worked out really well. And not having the travel time, being able to be in person on those lectures and talking to the lecturer, but then still coming in. It was a great mix.
I enjoy the flexibility for time management. So it's much easier to blend in with other family commitments and things like that. Not needing to spend time on travel is great. And also just the online community of the distance overall, as well as the social Facebook community.
I personally don't, but I actually leave it quite flexible. I usually would just give students a note that, you can come to see me by appointment.
The door's open, I'm in. And if I'm busy, I'll just say, can we make another time? But I think it's one of the things about the Albany campus is just the closeness between students and staff.
Because I'm doing this for interest, I really am passionate about the topic. So I've been doing all of the extra readings that we've been assigned and working reasonably hard on the assignments. So, but for my one paper a semester, probably 3 to 4 hours a week of study outside of lectures and tutorials that I do. And that's split between doing readings and doing work on the assignments.
Formally, you have to get at least a B average across the 200 and 300 level papers. That gives you access then to what we call a taught master's degree, which are taught papers. If you want to do a piece of substantial research, that is a thesis, you have to get a B+ average. Most sociology majors go on to do postgraduate study. It's just the nature of the beast. I think the main thing you've got to have is a question. And that question will be driven by your sense of what it is to be living in this period of time and what is it to be living in this place during this period of time.
I do suggest students go for, MA and probably do some a research paper with us, or go for, teaching or apply linguistics, that pathway.
Typically, it's going to be a mixture of core papers that are often focusing on the ideas that a discipline uses, and then the way in which that discipline creates knowledge. That's research methodologies. And there might be some interest papers, and then there'll be a big research project.
For me, it's the echo. So learning for teaching, teaching for learning. And I really enjoyed designing courses, and that meets students' needs, and being the facilitator for their learning.
I enjoy watching students be able to take risks with what they know or don't know. They may sense something that they're not quite sure how to explore it, and progressively be able to get the skills or knowledge to be able to do that.
Yeah, I agree with Ulrich about taking risks and challenge themselves to find new ways to look at things, the same thing that might, at different, times, especially at the moment. So how they see themselves in this changing world is quite interesting. Yeah, I would like to know, and I think they need to know as well.
Thanks for watching. If you want more information on what it's like to study at Massey, check out some of our other videos, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful.